Hello and welcome to Eat, Sleep, Suplex, Retweet. I am Daniel Campbell, and yes, your eyes do not deceive you. You're watching us. For once, we're actually doing something on film. You actually get to watch us. Isn't that fantastic? Yeah, I can hear your excitement right now. That's great. So, what we're doing today, we typically in lockdown, everyone will be doing quizzes. They want to have a way to be able to interact with their friends. We're no different here at Suplex Retweet. We love ourselves a good quiz, so we figured, why not do one for you? So, I have with me here a lovely panel of people. We're going to do a quote for you all here. So, Quacker is just grabbing the screen there. Of course, do it that way. So, quick bit of housekeeping. You may find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Suplex Retweet. Since you're watching this here on YouTube, do subscribe to the channel. We have some content on here. And we also have the Trials and Tribulations. That is the 365 Championship. You might want to give them a watch. They are a good laugh. Introducing the panel today. Well, how do I deal with this? Yeah, I have to introduce these guys. Seriously, these ones. I mean, they could have given me anyone else. Instead, I've got these guys. Okay, I'll go with it. So, you always dread whenever WrestleMania comes around and they say, oh, we're going to announce our host for WrestleMania. And we have had some dreadful WrestleMania hosts over the last few years. But if I was to have a toss-up between the Gronk and this guy, I'll take the Gronk. It's David Hockney. David, how you doing?
Hi, Daniel. And how do you feel being in the hosting chair for once?
I don't know. I'm kind of nervous, but you know what? Screw it. We're here to have fun. So that's the main point of this.
And as you can see, I'm here to shock the system. Happy 1,000 days to Undisputed Era.
And that's plenty from David.
Thank you.
Bring me back.
Nah, I'll be kind. We'll bring David back in. There we go. He's back. Now, this next man, he is a cornerstone of Eat, Sleep, Suplex, Retweet. This man has hosted some iconic moments on his episodes. He has blazed a trail for many and... Oh shit, this is my David Campbell roast. Anyway, here's Alan.
Everyone knows I am the man, and I'm wearing a t-shirt to prove it. How's it going, mate?
Of course. Doing great yourself?
I'm good.
Good, that's what we like to hear. Now, for this next one, it's not so much a burn for this man. I actually have a statement, because this man has a lot to lose here. He comes into this quiz kind of as a reigning champion. He won a little quiz night that we held off camera a couple of weeks ago. He also won the Royal Rumble quiz back in January. In fact, he narrowly beat me in the final for that one. But remember, guys, you do have a chance, because after all, I beat him in the Star Wars gauntlet. It's Scott McLeod.
I wouldn't take too much pride in that Star Wars one. I mean, the only competition after I was gone was Kwaku, who's never watched Star Wars, so
the dream has no recollection of that.
Of ESSR.
He gets knocked out and he's all bitter about it. I came second place and I never watched Star Wars, so get that up here.
To give everyone at home and on audio, because this will be going out on Suplex Retweet Extra as well, to give everyone an idea of Kwaku's lack of knowledge of Star Wars, one of the questions was, who did Mace Windu behead during the Battle of Geonosis? Everyone else on stage answered, Jango Fett. Kwaku turns around to me and just goes, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, God.
It could be.
Yep, he totally knows his stuff. But anyway, we do have our last person that I need to introduce right now. He's making his quiz debut for Eat, Sleep, Suplex, Retweet. He's typically in the hosting chair or production chair. In this case, I'm pulling both. But here we have a man who loves his sports brand so much, he's actually going to change his name to it. It's Kwaku Nike.
Just do it. You're bringing me, and that's what you say about me. You ungrateful little man.
I mean, it could be worse, Kwaku. I could have thrown this up on screen instead.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I'm not playing anymore. It's shocking.
What do you think of this one, David?
I think there was a little bit of truth. I think there was a little bit of truth to it, but it's I don't think it's 100% accurate.
Okay, that's kind of frightening that you would confirm that now.
Moving swiftly on.
Anyway, so in this quiz, we are going to do 5 rounds. Now, this will be a slightly different format to our usual quizzes because rather than just go through and have question, I'm going to shake it up a wee bit. So a couple of rounds are different, but we will get to them when we get to them. So our first round that I'm going to put you all through, let me just pull this up because I have made us some fancy graphics for this that everyone on YouTube will see, and those listening on audio, just try and envision something fancy. Our first round, it is simply truth or lies.
Can I get that framed, please? That's not quite well in my wall.
I might just get you that, Clarky. That's all right. So these, so I'm going to give you 5. I'm going to give you 5 questions. Each are worth 3 points. So you can have a potential of 15 points coming out of this. Yes, we're going to have fun with this. Now, I do have now, in terms of the questions, I do also have them prepared to show on screen. So for the people watching at home and for you guys, you'll actually get to see the statement in question. So that way it'll help you a bit better. So for your first question, CM Punk once won a triple threat championship match against Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. Please write down your answers, and then I will ask you for them afterwards.
Are we basing this purely on WWE?
Perhaps. Maybe not. You never know. That's the whole point of this.
I'm kind of guessing that question 1 is WWE based. I don't think it's ICW in Glasgow.
Yeah, remember the run Eddie Guerrero had with the Source title? Woo!
Legendary.
No.
Yeah.
This match happened on Hill Street.
Okay, do we all have an answer for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, just going to go around you all quickly and get your answer just now. So, Quacker, we'll start with you. True or false?
Lie.
Oh, so he's going for a lie. Scott?
I know this match happened, but I don't know if he won, so I took a chance about true.
Okay. David?
Yeah, I'm the same mind as Scott. I think this match has happened, but I don't think he won it, so I'm going to go with false.
Okay. And Alan?
I remember seeing this match earlier this year, and I can't remember the finish, but I've went true because I think he won it.
Okay. The answer. It is true. It was for a promotion, I cannot recall the name of it, but it was while Eddie Guerrero was not under contract to WWE, the 3 of them had a triple threat match for that promotion's championship. And Punk came out the victor.
All right.
Your second question.
Oh.
Let's see how you guys feel about this one. Christian and Triple H have never faced each other one-on-one.
Oh, that's a stinker.
I can hear your brains just ticking away trying to figure it out.
I've guessed again, why not?
Yeah, these are really good, by the way.
He's not taking it easy on you in the first couple of questions.
Yeah, he's come out swinging here.
That's a good start. At least none of these questions are, name the cities that hosted WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Aye, that thing. Right,
That will never die.
so going to go around again and get the answer for that one. We're going to go in reverse. So, Alan, what did you have?
I went true. I know they're facing tag team. Don't think they faced each other one-on-one.
Okay. David?
I'm also going with true.
Okay. And Scott?
They don't seem like two names that would go together. I think that was intentional, so I put false.
Okay, dokie. And Quacker?
I actually say false because it's not something I've heard.
All right, interesting. Well, currently fortune favors Alan and David in this question. It was true. Mm-hmm. Believe it or not, Christian and Triple H have never actually gone one-on-one ever in their careers.
Because I've seen them do backstage promos, but I don't think they've actually had a match together.
No, I believe they've had tag matches where they've either been the same team or across from each other, but they've never actually wrestled one-on-one. I imagine if Sarah was to do a fantasy booking show, maybe that's one she could look at. You never know. Okay, question 3. Once this loads up on screen, you'll see it. Kane has won more world title matches at SummerSlam than Hulk Hogan.
See, I think this question's a bit unfair. It's kind of subjective.
Nah, see, if you listen to a previous show on our back catalogue, I'm pretty sure this came up in some form.
I cannot confirm or deny the rumours without approval of the secretary. Do we all have an answer for that one there?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go alphabetical for this one. Alan.
I'm going to say false.
Okay. David?
I think it's true.
Okay. Quacker?
I'll say true.
All right. And Scott?
I am very confident in the fact that this is true.
So, in his career at SummerSlam, Hulk Hogan, on the occasions that he was a world champion, wrestled tag team matches. So It is actually true. Kane won one world title match at SummerSlam.
100% record.
Yep. It was his only world title match as well.
Yeah, true. Rey Mysterio in 2010, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Going on to question 4. TLC 4 featured 8 superstars. True or false?
Boom.
What's that?
What was that?
Boom.
Uh,
Okay,
guys, do you think we can maybe do the quiz without him? What are we thinking?
Yes.
No, don't leave me.
Please,
Just leave him.
please.
That was the last one, I promise,
All right,
okay? I won't do any more.
Okay, that better be. I'm gonna keep my eye on that one. So let's get our answers for that one. David.
False.
Okay, Alan.
I'm going to go false.
Okay, Scott.
I believe false.
Quacker.
False.
Lads, you're doing great. Full house. It was false. This was the tables, ladders, and chairs match where Kane had to defend the tag team titles on his own.
Mm-hmm. He didn't need the Hurricane.
He might have also won that one. You never know.
No, he did win that one.
Yeah, like Hurricane was taken out, and Kane had to go alone. Pretty decent match, actually. It was the first Raw Roulette, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
Might be wrong on that one. Not sure. Okay. And your final question. There's a Kane mention. He's happy. David said his blooming boom moment. So yeah, we're pleasing everyone. Question 5. R-Truth is a 35-time 24/7 champion.
Yeah, you forgot 7-Eleven, I-95 South. Television, internet.
Yeah, I'm not trying that again.
Champion.
Yeah, I'll play safe and not try to say the full name of that thing again.
We'll be here all night.
Okay, so let's go for our answers. So, Kwaku.
I say true.
Okay, Scott.
who can really keep up at this point? So I took a chance and went true.
David?
I think he's won more, actually, so I'm going to go with false.
Okay, and Alan?
I think it's false. I think he's won it 36 times.
I was thinking 36.
Well, I can tell you that as of the time of recording on today, which is the 16th of May, R-Truth is a 35-time 24/7 champion.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, guys. If you've kept a total of your scores, shout them out and let me know how you did in that quiz. Remember, each question was worth 3 points.
Okay. I scored 9.
I've got 9 as well.
So, okay.
Roll with you in your face.
All right. And Scott and Alan, what did you guys get?
Hey, I only got 1 wrong, so I believe that's 12.
Okay. And Alan?
9.
Ooh, very interesting. So coming out of that, in the lead right now is our reigning quiz champion, Scott McLeod.
Me?
And joint, well, I guess you can say joint last place is currently Alan, Kwaku, and David. So moving on now, we come to round 2. Now, this is going to be a bit of a different one. You'll be split into pairs. So I'm going to work it as Kwaku and Alan will be one pair. Scott and David, you will be the other pair. Because this round, you're working together. We're going to play the artist formerly known as. In this round, I'm going to give you both a scenario, and you will take it in turns to draw the scenario with your partner attempting to correctly guess what the image is in order for you both to win 5 points. There'll be 2 images, so you may have 10 points at the end of this. You never know. Alan, we will start with you. So you're going to draw this for Kwaku. So Kwaku, can you please turn away and cover your eyes, please?
Mm-hmm.
Alan, you're going to draw this.
Okay.
I'll just get that off the screen so that Kwaku can turn around and look again. You may join us again, Kwaku.
Oh, hey.
So how would you guys rate your drawing skills when it comes to this?
Not great.
Yeah, mine's pish.
I can draw comic book heroes, that's
You're
about it.
If you're looking for a
All right, then.
weird-looking stick figure, I'm your man.
I can't even draw straight line with a ruler.
I mean, I'm trying to get confidence here, Kwaku, but that's kind of worrying me now. Alan, stop drawing. And Alan, can you please reveal your drawing? Kind of hesitant about that. Okay, Kwaku, what is that Alan has drawn?
I'm guessing it's the Shockmaster debut. Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
That is 5 points to Alan and Kwaku on that one.
Nice one.
Very, very well done. Now, next, David, you're drawing next. So, Scott, please avert your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
David, please draw this.
Okay.
I'll get that screen just now. David, your time starts now.
Yeah, look now.
All right, Scott, you can look back now.
Good.
I was tempted just to say, no, you can't look back and just not say anything and just let you sit there for the whole time. Just. Yeah, it could have worked. I wonder how David's going to get around this one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bing!
Oh, that's tricky. That's really tricky.
It's tricky.
Well,
Right now, rock
might
right
be-
all the time. It's tricky.
maybe
There's
interesting.
no way I can get that done in 30 seconds.
It's tricky.
Well, I mean, it's interesting to see what you have. So, what is that?
Right, you can shut up, okay? Like,
It looks like
Scott,
someone
please
either-
describe what you've seen.
It looks like somebody trying to catch someone else, or someone's being pushed something, and I cannot make out what that is meant to be behind one of these people. It's like a large baguette that he's trying to draw. So.
So, would you be able to hazard a guess as to what this was?
And someone has a weird, like, shaped head, so it makes me think maybe they're wearing some sort of mask or something.
So, what are you going to go for?
I don't know what I can go for.
I'm going to need an answer, Scott.
Honestly, Scott, if you get this, I'll be impressed.
I'm not going to get it. Is it? I'm saying mask and what looks like a woman with a long. No, I got it. I think. Is it Mankind falling off the cell?
No.
Fuck.
I'm afraid not. If it appears on screen, Scott, that was Edge being thrown into a river.
I couldn't write the letter R. Like no letters or numbers allowed.
Oh.
There was no way I was getting that.
I mean, you can even notice that was like
that
John Cena.
That did not take you 30 seconds to draw that Shockmaster drawing. Like, I don't know what that was all about.
Yeah, it did. It's a stick man.
David, no need to be salty.
David, your patience is unmatched.
So, next we're now going to flip the script on this. So, Quacker, you're going to be drawing this one. Alan, can you please avert your eyes? Quacker, can you please draw this?
Okay. Right. Right.
I'm just making sure it's off screen. Alan, you can look back.
Right.
Well, this is turning out to be very, very interesting just now. I wonder what this is going to look like when he unveils it. You know, we should maybe do like a photo gallery for the pod page and just have like all our drawings from this. Just make a nice little exhibition.
No, I've scrumpled
Get in the
mine
Goma
up.
Ah, shouldn't need to do that. Quacker, stop drawing.
Oh,
I'm gonna put Quacker. Oh, I'm hearing frustration from Quacker.
right. this is actually really bad. Right.
How bad are we talking?
That's
Oh,
bad.
hang on, that's not fair. He can get colours on his.
I don't know if it'll help.
Right, Alan, what are you seeing on screen?
2 potato heads in the sun. Oh!
Would
Vince shaved bald.
you be?
Yes!
You genius.
How on earth did you get that from that?
Well, he's went from hair to no hair, and then who's the only ginger human being with blonde hair that we know? It's Trump. What else could that be?
Thank you.
Colours on his.
Scott, hey Scott, what do you? I don't know, Scott. What do you think's going on here?
Oh, shut up, David.
Oh, David, yeah, David, Quacky and I are best mates. We're on the same wavelength.
Very, very interesting turn of events there. Now, we go on to the last attempt for the drawing. So, Scott, it is your turn to draw.
Oh, God.
David, please look away. Scott, you are going to draw this.
Yeah.
Just confirm, yes, it is off the screen now, yes? All right, David, you can look back now.
Okay.
Now, I do wonder what this is going to look like. It can't be any worse than 2 potato heads in the sun, as Alan called it. I mean, I've never had such an accurate description. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scott, stop drawing.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, dude.
So I'm going to put it in. Right, so I'm going to put you in full screen, and please reveal when you are ready.
No.
I don't think you're in.
No, I'm not seeing it.
Right now, I can see a lovely.
Go back a bit.
Over a bit.
What in the world?
Is that
What
porn?
You go up a bit. Up a bit.
Up a bit more.
There we
Okay.
go.
He's from a
Right.
porno.
You're dropping a bit there, Scott.
Up.
Shut
Up.
Shut up.
Right, hold it there.
Wow.
Okay.
Dave, what are you seeing?
Looks like two people on a bed.
Chicka wow.
Okay. What do you think that was?
The only thing that comes into my head is Edge and Lita's live sex celebration.
Oh dear.
To be fair, I would go with that based on that drawing.
Right.
To be fair.
I hate to tell you,
Wow.
that was meant to be Katie Vick.
Wow.
Top of the head. You can see at the top of the head. That's maybe her brains coming out because Triple H said he fucked her brains out.
Oh, God.
I had to draw a head F shape because I don't think I had time for anything to draw what a coffin is shaped like. It's
That's grim.
Shape.
Oh my God. Wow.
That's very distasteful using that.
That was interesting there.
I told you, don't put face in my drawer.
Right, just going to update the scores just now. Oh, this is very interesting. The scores coming out of that round. In last place on 9 points, it's David Hockney.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
In third place on 12 points, it's Scott. Tied first place. Let's just make sure I'm getting that right there. Yes, tied first place. It is Kwaku and Alan.
Nice.
Alan, let's enjoy it for now.
Yes. I'm going to glory. I'm going to bask in this glory.
Guys,
Let's see how you.
I left the cooker on. I need to go and check it before the saucepan explodes and all that kind of stuff. So, winner, let's just get it done with. It's over. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, thank you.
I just call quits there. Call it a tie.
On you go, Kwaku. Do what you need to do.
I'm joking. Let's go. Come on. I'm going to lose, so let's go.
Okay. So, moving on from that, we now move on to round 3. Round 3, it is simply called The Other 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the quiz that I did for everyone in the podcast on the wee night that we all had together, I gave them a full round on WrestleMania. And this was a round that I had also written, but it will be focused on the 3 other big pay-per-views of the year. So there will be 6 questions in this. There'll be 2 questions on the Royal Rumble, 2 on SummerSlam, and 2 on Survivor Series. Fair enough?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It better be. Okay. Let's see. Question 1. Which superstar holds a distinction for the longest period between Royal Rumble match victories? Oh, yes, and I'll take your answers all together at the end of this just for quickness, and each answer will be worth 3 points again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing from that we all have an answer, so I'm going to go on to question 2 just now.
Mm-hmm.
Question 2. What year saw the only Royal Rumble appearance of Emest The Cat Miller?
Question. Who's Ernest The Cat Miller?
Oh, that's not a good question to ask. He was at one
actually
time, I believe, was he not at one time the commissioner of WCW?
Mm-hmm. And if you listen to Eric Bischoff's podcast, a very accomplished martial artist, apparently.
Apparently, he used Brodus Clay's theme music before Brodus Clay did.
He did, yes. He actually did come out to Somebody Call My Mama.
And in between that, God used it for a while.
Oh, yeah, he did. Right, number 3. So this is our 2 SummerSlam questions coming up. Number 3. Who is the only superstar to open and close the same SummerSlam? We all think of guys like Bret Hart opening and closing WrestleMania, but someone has opened and closed SummerSlam. I wonder who. All right. question 4. Now, this is going to be one that I'll be interested to see if you all get this. Question 4. How many times has a world championship been defended in a match featuring more than 2 people at SummerSlam?
Ooh.
So just like any version of a world.
Just a number.
Yeah, just give me a number. And this is any version of a world title that has been defended at SummerSlam. Oh, I'm enjoying listening to the brains going. This is a good one. Pat on the back for that one.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Number 5, our 2 Survivor Series questions. Number 5, who won the Immunity Battle Royal at the 2001 Survivor Series? Survivor Series 2001, winner takes all.
What a great video package that was.
Shame about the storyline.
Yeah, but for a brief moment while that video package was on, you forgot about it. It just seemed epic in that moment.
True. And number 6. Randy Orton has been the sole survivor for his team on 4 occasions. But how many times has he lost for his team on this particular feature? So how many times has Randy Orton been the last member of his team and lost? I see that we now have answers, so let us go round and check our answers. So I will just put the answers on the screen, and you all just mark accordingly.
How many points is each one worth?
Each is worth 3 points.
Okay.
So you could have a total of... So if you get every question right, that's 18 more points for you.
Okay.
Okay, so question 1. Which superstar holds the distinction for the longest period between Royal Rumble match victories? At 14 years between the 2 victories, Triple H holds the distinction. 2004 and 2016 were his 2 Royal Rumble victories.
2002.
Oh, what did I say?
You said 2004.
You said, yeah.
Oh, no, that was He Who Should Not Be Named. Question 2. What year saw the only Royal Rumble appearance of Emest The Cat Miller? It was a blink and you'll miss it. He appeared in the 2004 Royal Rumble match.
I did that because
Of course, the best moment
I watched it all the time.
The best moment of that is when Benoit goes to throw his stooge at the ring, but the wig goes off first, and then he chucks the guy out.
And then you have Taz going, well, the wig's
It's a very strange one. Okay, so number 3, who is the only superstar to open and close the same SummerSlam? That distinction from 2011, it goes to Alberto Del Rio. He opened the night in a 6-person tag team match and then ended the night as champion, defeating CM Punk in a very interesting finish that may or may not have involved Kevin Nash. Number 4, how many times has a world championship... What was that, Scott? Sorry?
I said, and there was much rejoice when Alberto Del Rio won the title.
Maybe not now, but yeah. How many times has a world championship been defended in a match featuring more than 2 participants?
44.
Did we get a point if we're close? Both are within like 2 or 3.
Okay, if you're within 2 either side, I will give you 3 points. No question, no. If you're within 2 either side, I'm going to give you 1 point.
Okay.
Okay.
So, the times has been defended in a match featuring more than 2 participants at SummerSlam. There was Austin, Triple H, and Mankind in 99. So that's 1. Triple H, Rock, and Kurt Angle in 2000. The Elimination Chamber in 2003. CM Punk, Big Show, and John Cena in 2012. And the Fatal 4-Way, Brock, Roman, and Strowman and Joe. So altogether, 5 occasions where the world title has been defended in a match with more than 2 people.
Yes.
I put 4.
I originally said 4, but I thought there was definitely one I'm missing, and it was the Elimination Chamber.
So if you are within, so if you have 5, that's 3 points to you. If you have anywhere within 2 either side, then that's just 1 point. Number 5, who won the Immunity Battle Royal at the 2001 Survivor Series? Test. This is a test. It was Test.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how that song goes. I'm going to get to that. And number 6, how many times has Randy Orton been the last remaining member of his team and lost for the team? Randy Orton has lost for his team as the sole survivor only once.
Against Kofi Kingston.
Very well done. Very correct.
To get points for your close.
Not on that one. Doesn't work all the time. Right, so gonna go around and get your points from that one. So let's see. I'm just gonna add it on to what I had before there. If I can just find it. So Kwaku?
I got 3 points because I said Batista instead of Triple H like a fool.
So that's those points from you. Alan?
I get 13.
Ooh.
Square.
Very, very, very
I've been watching the
good.
network, I've been working. So I've been watching random different pay-per-views. It just so happened I watched 2001 Survivor Series.
Good man. Scott?
I got 13 as well.
13, not bad. And David?
I got 18. Full marks.
Of course you did. Very, very, very
We
interesting.
should check on David in case he did something
Yeah.
on or the other.
He's got prior, to be fair.
Oh. I would investigate, but social distancing. So, coming out of that, it has turned drastically. As things stand, in last place, it's Kwakuraji.
No.
In third place is Scott.
So I've got 2 more rounds.
In second place is David Hockney, which means currently in first place it is the big dog Alan McLucas.
Yeah. Love it.
Oh, I can literally hear the celebration going there. So now we're going into round 4, and there's going to be a incident in which none of the chickens survived. We go now live to some breaking news from the Suplex Retweet Quiz Studio, as the contestants will have to do improvisation. Okay, then apparently this is whose lines it anyway. But the contestants must do some improvisation in order to gain points and progress in the quiz.
What the heck was that?
I literally thought my laptop had broke again.
I thought I was panicking now.
I
Yes,
need to give
guys.
us a bit of warning.
You held that right. You held that right, guys. In this next round, we are going in the direction of shows like Whose Line Is It Anyway and Mock the Week, because you are about to play dating profiles. Look at Loverboy there. He's so happy. So the way that this game usually works is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to message you individually. When it is your turn, I will give you a wrestler's name, and you have 1 minute just to, improvise a little video of them putting out an appeal for love. And all that will happen is your partner will just have to guess who this person is. And for the people watching at home, I will put the names up on full screen just so that way we have it. So the pairs this time are going to be different. So I'm just going to go from what I have on screen. So pair 1 will be Quacker and Scott. Pair 2 will be Alan and David.
Okay.
So, Quacker, I'm going to message you first.
So I've just got to make like a love video of this person.
Yeah, so you have 1 minute to make a profile video appealing for love for this man. And when I tell you when to start, you can start. Can I just confirm that you have the name correct? I'm going to take that grin as a yes. Oh, this is going to be brilliant. Quackeraji, your time starts now.
Hello there. You may know me for many years in the WWE. However, this time I am more of a distinguished person. This time I have a high office. You may remember me in such things where I used to set people alight, but it wasn't necessarily setting people alight. What I used to do, I would set hearts and loins on fire. I would ignite that passion in you. I wouldn't so much set you on fire, but I would just ignite that passion. But now I am an upstanding citizen. Maybe you could call me a leader of an area, but that's another thing we can discuss later on. But anyway, if you jump on with me, I will make sure I will take you around in the presidential limo, complete with some champagne, some roses. Maybe we could do the naughty thing in the back of the limo. That is completely up to you. As long as you promise that you are still alive, that is the most important thing, because I cannot go down that road again.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Am I making a mistake giving you guys this round?
No, you made the mistake giving me that round.
That was interesting.
Was that
okay. That was fantastic. Scott, who was that?
Well, I was noticing little clues here and there in Quacker's monologue here, but I'm going to take a wild punt and say Kane.
That's gotta be Kane.
Yeah.
Very, very, very well done. That is points to the both of you.
The Kane fan, the Kane one.
How many points is that worth?
Oh, it's a very massive round. That was 10 points.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a biggin. We're playing for the big ones here.
What
Up next, it's 10 each.
Okay, so I make sure I'm clear.
We're having a biggin, of course. Now, David, you're up next.
Okay.
I have messaged you your wrestler's name.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Are you serious?
Yes.
Right.
I wrote this quiz. That's how serious I am. So, David Hockney, your time begins now.
Hi. If you like men with big beards, then this is your guy right here. I may not be the prettiest person on the block, but people say my dentures are absolutely amazing. And if I can treat you just right, because I am a gentleman at heart, but if anything does go wrong on this date, then it's not my fault. Also, I do love kids. I do like to get along with kids. Like, especially, but I promise I will not. Hey, I'm fucking this up here. This is.
Can I just say, I think you should get an album, because him saying I love kids should not be getting broadcasted.
Taking off YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, if anything goes wrong, it's not my fault.
Well, Alan, would you like to hazard a guess?
What the fuck was that?
I knew it. I mean, it's very bad.
Beard with the amazing teeth and loves kids? What? It's not his fault. Oh, Jesus. I'm trying to think of the bearded men in WWE. Right, no Strowman.
Just lining up the name for the next one.
Oh, you know who it is, don't you?
I know. I think I know who it is. Yeah.
I know who it is.
Alan, I will need an answer from you before I move on.
Give me a second.
No, you don't have a second. I'm in the host chair today, okay?
To show you got GT, I'm going to knock you out. It's nice. Braun Strowman. Okay, that was horrific. I don't know who it was.
Well, I thought the big clue would be the fact that Hockney used his catchphrase. It's not his fault. It's Snitsky.
He's not really bearded.
I don't know where the dentures came from, though.
Well,
The dentures, that's when he came back and he had the horrible teeth.
Oh, right, okay.
He had a beard later on.
Yeah, he's got a massive beard now.
Aye, but no then.
Oh, yes. He did have kind of a beard. He had the big weird goatee thing.
Ian, dumb stuff.
Okay, so we are now moving on. So no points for Alan and David from that one there. Now, Scott, I have messaged you your particular wrestler.
Okay. What do you want me,
Scott,
let me know.
Yep, your time begins now.
There. You know, it's not been easy for me to find love. You know, some people don't really go for the larger gentleman. I'm looking for a woman who will love me for me. You know, some people say that I have a great presence around me, almost a royal-esque presence around me. I mean, some people think I can be a bit clumsy, or they don't like the way I dress. They think it looks a bit too gothic when I wear quite a lot of dark, a lot of black colors around. People compared it to me like I'm walking around in a bin bag of some sort. I think black. It's very hard to find black clothes that are comforting for a man of my size, and I think if a woman actually sat there and got to know me, she would really see that I have a lot of love to give. I am a loving machine at times.
Oh, God.
One of the few people that I know describes me as. If you can get over the fact that my friends are a bit weird and a bit gothic.
Let's let's just stop it there. All right. Of course. Quaku.
It sounds
Did
like
you get it?
It sounds like a Valentine's Day card from Hallmark signed by Gary Kernahan. I'm gonna guess it is Viscera.
The world's largest love machine, Viscera.
Oh yeah.
So that is. Let's see. So that is
David,
already. It's interesting. So that is already 20 points from that round to Quaku and Scout. Very interesting. So, what was that there?
I want punch David.
That's evil. Done to you. So, last up, we have Alan McLucas. Alan, please confirm that I have sent you a name.
You have.
Okay. Alan McLucas.
He's leaning back now. He's getting the character.
Alan McLucas, your time begins now.
I am a man looking for love, but I'm not looking just for any women. I'm looking for the goat of women to spend some time with me with a little bit of the bubbly in Le Champion's hot tub. But I am the Ayatollah of rock and roller, so I want a girl who can keep up with me, who knows what it takes to break the walls down. And if you can stand up with me to do that, we will be the universal, undisputed Le Champion of everything. We will be the goats.
Damn, we didn't even need a minute for that one.
No.
Very interesting. So, David, did you get that one?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident with this one. And I'm going to take a wild guess and say Chris Jericho.
Holy, had it got it.
The Ayatollah of rock and roller, Le Champion himself, Chris Jericho. So that's 10 points to you and Alan for that one there. And just updating the points now as we are about to move on. So, as we are about to move on to our last round, gents, we have a lovely situation going on here. In last place, David Hockney.
Ooh.
In joint second place is Kwaku and Allen, which means that as we approach the final round, he has creeped into the lead once again. It is Scott McLeod.
Viscera comes through once again.
To be fair, he had the better partner.
Oh, the shade. The shade.
Wow. Damn, we're about to have a brawl here.
Oops.
I'll be honest, I wasn't listening to
So we now move on. We now move on to our last round.
Yeah, you had a better teammate in that round.
I won't argue with that.
Ooh. Oh, this is going to be good. We now move on to our final round. Next question, please. So this round, as you might have guessed, is all about TNA. No, I'm kidding on. It's NXT. Now, this won't be your regular NXT questions. These are deep cut questions. This will really make or break this. And for even our two of our usually the best competitors on quizzes, Dave and Scott, I see you two struggling on this one. But we will find out as we crack on. So I'm going to bring up the first question on this round. Now, your first question, and to give you an idea how big this round is, this round, each question is worth 5 points.
All right.
I can dig that.
Question number 1. Which takeover featured what is to date the only fatal four-way match between the Four Horsewomen? Believe it or not, the match that we all thought we wanted, it's only ever happened once.
It was very good.
Yeah, great match.
Mm-hmm. It's a very interesting one, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Question 2. Apart from Eric Young, Nikki Cross, and Alexander Wolfe, who was the 4th original member of Sanity?
We're just telling you the answers, right? Because if I had to show you my handwriting, you'd see how terrible my handwriting is, as well as my...
No, I'm gonna go through the answers, and I'm trusting you guys to self-mark on this. Make sure we've got everything else sorted out here. Number 3. Now, there's going to be a way that I'm going to do the points because this next question is name all the general managers of NXT USA. I will go into detail with the points later on to give you an idea of how I'm going to mark this one. I'm enjoying seeing David and Scott's faces right now. That means this is a very tough one.
This is a look of focus.
Mm-hmm. Yep, just focusing.
And utter focus.
Oh, yes. Number 4. Who is the youngest NXT champion? And just to clarify, we are focusing on the NXT World Championship, if you want to call it that. Very interesting, very interesting. And the final question of this quiz What was the stipulation for Adrian Neville versus Sami Zayn for the NXT Championship at NXT TakeOver R Evolution?
Stipulation?
Now, do we think we all have answers for this one?
Mm.
I'm just
It's a bit of a
reading
tough
down
one.
my stuff. I remember how good that match was. I just do not remember a stipulation being added.
Yeah, I don't remember the stipulation either.
Interesting. Are we needing a reminder of any questions just before we go on to the answers?
Oh dear.
I think I've done okay with some of them.
I go.
Okay. So I'm going to now just go through each of the questions and talk over the answers. Please be honest and self-mark, and I'll explain the points as we go on, particularly for one of the questions. So, question 1. Which is the takeover that featured what is to date the only fatal four-way between the Four Horsewomen? David, do you know what the answer to that one was?
Took a bit of a punt at this. I'd take over Rival.
Takeover Rival it was.
Yes.
Very, very interesting. Now, question 2. Aside from Eric Young, Nikki Cross, and Alexander Wolfe, who was the fourth original member of Sanity? Scott. Oh, a Quacker, sorry. Do you know what that one is?
Killian Dane or Demo, if you're using Scots. No.
Nope.
Damon was not the original fourth member.
Oh, no.
The original fourth member was Sawyer Fulton.
Yep.
Oh, probably.
Now, Madman Fulton in Impact.
Ooh. I did not know that one. Okay, so question 3. Name all the general managers of NXT USA. Now, there were 3 names that I was looking for.
Oh, I think I've got that.
You will get a point for 1, 3 points for 2, and if you have all 3, you get 5. The names I was looking for was Dusty Rhodes. He did serve as the interim general manager, but I'm going to count him for this one. JBL and William Regal.
Boom.
So if you have all 3 of them, that's 5 points. If you have 2 of them, that is 3 points. If you have only 1, just 1 point. Question 4. Who was the youngest NXT champion? Alan, did you get this one?
I was sweet. I thought it was Bailey, but I changed my mind, and I've just gone for a gut instinct here. I'm going to go Bo.
Going for Bo. Interesting you mentioned Bailey, because Bailey wouldn't have held the NXT championship.
I was trying to think,
but
I'm going to Bo. Bo Dallas.
You're going with Bo. Alan, you'd better believe it was Bo Dallas.
Yeah!
Bo Dallas, at 22 years old, just a few days shy of his 23rd birthday, became NXT champion.
I remember they made a point at the time when he won it that he was the youngest. I wasn't sure if anybody younger came along.
Yeah, they have to point this out. So,
yeah, Bo Dallas was pretty young to begin with, but I didn't think anybody else was older.
He was preferred for the NXT championship, though, the main championship, if you like.
Yeah. Now, question 5. I'm going to put this on screen. I'm going to put the question back on screen just so that we can all look at it and try and get our thoughts together. So, what was the stipulation for Neville versus Sami Zayn for the NXT title at TakeOver R Evolution? I'm going to go around you guys and try and get your answers on this because I want to hear what you guys were all thinking. So, Scott, I'll come to you first. What did you think it was?
I had a couple of options in my head, and I remember the whole point was they said Sami couldn't win the big one, so I was going to say this was Sami Zayn's last chance or something like that.
So last chance for Sami Zayn. Okay, Kwaku?
I said if Sami loses, he leaves NXT.
Okay, so would you say something like, career online kind of thing?
Yeah, that's what I meant by that. So he leaves NXT. So yeah, his career was on the line.
So career on the line. All right. Let's see, Alan.
I went for title versus career.
Title versus career. So pretty much along the same lines as what Kwaku had. David.
Loser leaves NXT.
So, okay, I'm trying to think how to word that one because I don't know whether to include that as the same as what Kwaku and Alan had.
It wasn't on Adrian Neville. It was just on Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I think that's might have been it. Yeah, because that sort of applies to both of them.
Interesting. The answer to the question, Adrian Neville versus Sami Zayn, was title versus career.
I won't give myself points for that. I think loser leaves NXT is not quite right.
I mean, technically, if he had to leave and his career was done, that would have been his last chance. So,
Okay. So I'm just gonna get just stay for a moment to add up your points. Okay, so we will go. David, what did you get?
20.
Ooh, very, very interesting. Alan.
25! Get in there! Got a lot!
Points for the big dog. All right. Kwaku, what did you get?
I got 15.
15. And Scott?
I got 20.
20. Very, very interesting. Let me just add up these points and then we will go to the presentation of the final scores.
Wickham.
Very, very interesting. Very interesting. So, at the end of this quiz, after everything we have been through, guys, we are now here at the end, and I can now reveal the scores. In last place, on 56 points, it's Kwakuraji.
Yes.
In
But
third place,
I will take that because it means I'm less of a virgin than all of you. Thank you.
has to get a last bit in there.
Yeah.
So, in third place, on 59 points, it is David Hockney.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good. Now, I can reveal there is a difference of 1 point between second and first place. I will now reveal that in second place on 65 points is Scott McLeod. Which means 66 points. It is Alan McLucas. Alan, you are the winner of Quiz Showdown.
Yes! Glorious! He's been defeated! I won!
He's been defeated. I've been
He's not
defeated
really
before.
Yes! Yes! I win! Okay, bye.
My mum says hi to Kwaku.
I have to say hi to Kwaku from Gail.
Oh, Gail. Say hi to Gail or Rab for
She's
me.
away now, I've said.
Hazel.
I won a quiz! I won a wrestling quiz!
Alan, you have won Quiz Showdown. How are you feeling?
Oh, ecstatic. Oh, even after that tweet I seen the day about Scott being the ultimate smartest quiz master in Scotland. No anymore, son.
Oh, bravo, you won one.
Whoa.
Oh.
Very interesting. Guys,
Gail,
a brilliant.
how you doing? This is a bit awkward, isn't it?
This has been a very interesting quiz.
That's
That
it,
was very
unique.
close to the end.
Yeah,
So,
very unique setup.
I've enjoyed it, it's been good.
Oh, it's been good.
Good. Hopefully this will be a little recurring feature that we can have on here.
I'm just here for the fun and cider. No, I don't have any cider in my hand, so I'm just here for the fun.
I might just retire now. Retire undefeated now as the champion.
Well, Alan, I have bad news for you
Oh, right, okay.
because there will be another one of these.
Is Wade Barrett joining next week?
Unfortunately, I'm not that influential. But Alan, when we next do a quiz showdown, you will be back on here to defend your title. The title of the Quizmaster.
Can I come back and defend my last place?
If you want,
I will see how I feel about that.
Ooh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Good.
Or in Alan's case, a little bit of the hoochie.
Hoochie crazy.
Very, very good. So at the end of that, we have Alan McLucas, our winner of the first quiz showdown here on Eat, Sleep, Suplex, Retweet. Alan will return on the next edition of this to defend his crown. I would like to say a big thank you to my panelists for taking part in this with me today. I hope you guys have had fun with this.
Oh, it's been class, man.
Really good setup. Yeah, we definitely should do this again.
Good questions, and it was only by one, so I'm not complaining.
And Kwaku was happy just to participate. Can't even say anything this second.
Take a leaf out of my book. Finish last place all the time. You won't give a damn.
I would just like to say thank you again to my panel for today. Thank you to Kwaku.
Thank you.
Thank you to David Hockney.
Thank you.
Thank you to Scott McLeod.
Thank you. This was fun.
And a thank you to our... I'm going to have to do my best Kwaku impersonation for this. Our reigning, defending, Quiz Showdown champion, Alan McLucas.
Thank you, mate. It's been great. I've really enjoyed it. Good laugh.
Thank you very much, everyone. We'll be back hopefully in the next couple of weeks with another edition of this as Alan defends the Quiz Showdown Championship. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care, stay safe, and remember, have fun.
Bye.